All right, what's up, family? Welcome. We tried live streaming on. I tried live streaming on the computer so you guys can see my screen. Didn't work out, but today's live will be a good one. I still want to talk about, some free ways to get leads, to get bookings. So sorry if you guys joined the other live. I really tried my best. So let's just wait for some people to get on. Here, let's go down. I'm super excited, guys. Looks like we may be having a really cool event this Saturday. This Sunday, with indirectly with a professional sports team. I don't want to say any names, but it's pretty cool. We've worked with them before, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, shout out to whoever is here, first person in the live. Yeah. So look, getting free leads. I was trying to show you guys, but Facebook groups, I'll just explain it here as I can, right? Like as easy as possible. So you can use your own personal Facebook account. Roman, what's up, Roman? You can use your Facebook account to join as many local groups. There's Facebook groups. A lot of these groups have thousands of people in them, and you get to join them and you can promote your business for free. What I find works the best for us, I don't really do this too often, to be honest with you, because I don't really need to. But like, if you're not fully booked, let's just say you have Saturday and Friday open and maybe even Sunday open, you can join these groups and say, hey, my name is Drew. Obviously, you say your name. My name is blank, and we have some openings for this weekend for our photo booth rental business. I want to hook up someone from this group, and this is what we're willing to do for you. So yes, you can post. But if you really want to get bookings and like get feedback and like actually make it worth it, offer them a deal. People love deals. So whether it's a discount or even some free upgrades, you can utilize that. Who's behind you? What? Who's behind you? So join those groups. You're going to probably get kicked out of some of them, right? Because some of these groups have like rules on promoting your business, but like it's a numbers game. So if you type in your group, your city in the Facebook group section, join all of the groups, soccer moms, join the, you can join the 411 page, buy, sell, trade. Then what you do is you join all of the groups in your city. Then you find the next city over to you and you join all of them. It's easier than you think. You'll be surprised with the feedback. Kate Horn. Happy birthday, Kate Horn. What's up, guys? What's going on? So, yeah, look, the photo booth business is like, there's a lot of things you can do for free to get bookings. And it's usually the stuff that isn't going to pay you long term, right? Like making those posts in Facebook groups, they're easy to do, but they as soon as like a day or two goes by, no one's going to see your post, right? So like just make sure if you're going to do this tactic and rely on it, that you're consistently doing it. Not show one AR. What's up? I'm doing good. How are you? Like, I try to tell everyone, like, there's a lot of things that you can do for your business. Facebook groups is one of them. And, like, what I'm about to tell you, like, I'm like, mad at myself that I'm going to, like, be teaching you guys this. But just remember, this is, like, not something I would recommend to do long-term. But, like, if you have an affordable price for your photo booth, if you have a good price, like, let's just be honest. If you have a really good price, you can post on OfferUp, right? OfferUp is an app where you're not supposed to provide services, but gray area, right? Where you can use OfferUp to promote your photo booth business, but the customers on OfferUp are not ideal. I mean, you can find some decent customers that are willing to pay you your price, but majority of people are gonna ask for less. It's what the app is, you know what I'm saying? So like, you can use that, don't rely on it. Facebook Marketplace is just like OfferUp. But like those are things you can do for free. and it doesn't cost anything. And I do recommend, if you're going to be on those platforms, like, make sure your prices are good. I'm new here, so just guide me through. What do you need help with? In order to guide someone, you have to actually guide me first on what exactly you need help with. Other than that, I wouldn't even know what to say. Like, I can't, like the general questions are really hard when someone's like, hey, like, can you tell me about the photo booth business? It's like, well, what exactly do you want to know about? Talking today, I just wanted to talk about free ways to market your business, ways to get like free leads. Leads are everything in this business, you guys. Okay, how can I explain this? Okay, what makes a successful business a successful business? And I'm only using this as prop money, but if this is the answer. The more of this, the more successful your business is. I know it sounds shallow to say that, right? You're going to have some people say like, no, my business is successful because we do good work. Nobody cares. We're in business to make money. That's literally the metric. How profitable is your business? How much money are you guys bringing in? What's the takeaway pay, right? So in order to make more money, you need customers. Before customers become customers, they're leads. Leads, it's the name of the game, guys. The more eyes you get on your business, the more people you get interested asking questions, the better. So that's why I tell everyone, like, yes, it's okay to focus on your logo when you're starting off. Yes, it's okay to focus on these other things, right? But like, the main focus should be two things: learning your software and then focusing on getting leads. So let's see here. Do you own any businesses? I own a few businesses. So a few ways I make money is, we have obviously the YouTube channel. It's not a ton of money. I make like $600 a month. Amazon affiliate links, couple $100 a month. I have some other affiliate programs that we make money from. That is like a freaking extension of making content. And annually, I don't know monthly, but annually that number is around $45,000 a year. Believe it or not, from a small YouTube channel like this, plus with, more importantly, not from the YouTube channel, a lot of the money's coming from TikTok. I have Photo Booth 101. We sell photo booth equipment. My rental companies, I still do a lot of rentals. The photo booth rental business, we have making money with real estate, rentals. And what else? Oh, I have a cardboard box vending machine business, a vending business. We also sell the boxes. I do a lot of stuff. Maybe that's a video. Maybe I should do that today. Yes. I should do a ranking all of the businesses I've ever done and the businesses I do. And then we'll do like an S tier, B tier, and all of that. I think that'd be a fun one. I might do that, guys. But yeah, I own a lot of businesses. Matt Evans, I want to sell 3D prints. Okay, that's awesome. Capture LA Photo Booth. What's up, Drew? Photo Booth 101 fam in the house. Let's go. It's only proper I say hello to you like this. Welcome to the live. I always love to see you guys here. This thing goes on too long. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Making money. Money makes money and connections with rich people. Quote of the day. Money makes money and connections with rich people. I like that. You know what? Look. This is my 2 cents here. If you really want, okay, I'm going to say this, and this is going to offend some people, but there's way too many photo booth owners not running a business. A lot of people actually think they're running a business, but they're hustling. And look, I know it's Hustle with Drew, this channel, and there's nothing wrong with hustling. Nothing wrong with using Facebook Marketplace to get a quick booking. I swear I didn't even mean to do that bell ring. It just happened. But if you want longevity in this business and you want to be able to run your photo booth business for a long time without the stress of worrying about new leads and focusing on marketing and revamping marketing, networking. It's not sexy, I know, we're talking about it, but networking is key. Your network is your net worth. Because, think about this. If you're doing all of these things to get leads, right? Get new customers that require you to keep feeding it. whether it's Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Facebook groups. It requires attention. Over time, you're going to get burnt out. It's going to get old really quick, relying on these things that take your time. But when you're networking and you're building relationships, you don't have to keep feeding it your time. You make a connection with a wedding planner and they're like, oh, we absolutely love your work. We want to promote you to all of our customers. You don't have to keep feeding it anything. As long as you provide the services, you do one event for them, then it's the next, then it's the next. You don't have to worry about it. And life becomes a lot easier when you're not hyper-focused on hustling and worrying about your next event. So, story yesterday, you said to make IG post on Canva. Why not just make it 6x4? Is there a difference? No, let's not talk about that because then that's like a visual thing. I'd have to show you guys like visually. But yeah, let's see. Yo, chat, I just put half of a bottle of Jaeger in me. What do you think? How fast I'm gonna? Wow, crazy. Okay. What's up, True Grit? Welcome, True Grit. Okay, what do we have here? Question, sir, do you sell the photo catcher tray for the printer? Yeah, check it out. For the high T, and then we also have one for the DNP. We've got the metal catch tray. And then also the plastic catch tray. And you know what's crazy? Oh, I have one over here. This thing is so underrated. A catch tray you would think would be like, do I really need this? But if you don't have a catch tray for your printer, this is what happens. The print comes out and then it falls. So having this means you just plop it on here. You put it into the tray and then it gets caught in the tray. Without this, you're going to find yourself doing this your whole event. It's crazy how much freedom you get with something like this, a little piece of plastic. How much, sir? Go to the Photo Booth 101 website if you're interested. I believe we have the metal one for like 60 something bucks, and then the plastic one is like 30 bucks or something. Actually 45. From Turkey. What's up? What's up? Junior, any tips? In my city, there's 15 photo booth companies. How do I compete? Let's talk about this. Junior, big advice here. Do not run your business competitively. Run your business creatively. There's two different ways to do it. The competitive person is hyper-focused on everyone else. When you're focused on what everyone else is doing, usually what happens is you don't really put the focus on you. What are your goals? What do you want to charge? Or what do you want to market your business? What type of clients do you want? If you're worried about other people, you're never going to be able to be the best you. You're going to be the best, better than them, if that makes sense. So yeah, man, don't worry about the competition. Go in your own lane. You don't have to market where they market. You can be whatever you want to be as a company. And you can do that by just focusing on you. What are your goals? What do you want to make per event? And then the trick is finding the right customer that's a reflection of your price. If you're the cheapest, let's just say you're doing 300 bucks per event. You're not going to struggle. You can post on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. You'll get a ton of bookings, no problem. But when you start charging a lot more, there's a lot less places that your business can exist to find success. So if you want to be making $1,500 per event, then guess what? No one's going to book you on Facebook Marketplace. The people that are shopping there are typically just looking for a good deal. But back to what I was saying, running your business concerned about 15 other people in your market is already a huge L. That's a big L already. Why not be like, hey, look, I'm going to be the best junior I can be. I want to make what I want to make. I'm not going to let what other people are doing dictate how much I make in my business. And that's kind of why you see this happens in a lot of industries where there's everyone is worried and comparing themselves to everyone else. And then the price of the average business person in that market goes down. And then you have the people that will always be up here. They're not worried about the tank, Junior saying, thanks for this. I was holding off, but I feel so much better now. And also, yeah, you're welcome, man. Here's another thing, guys. One of my biggest, I know this is gonna sound crazy. If this is clipped, it'll sound crazy. One of my biggest strengths, I'm just talking about myself. One of my biggest strengths is I am not like reckless, but like, how can I say this? I'm not the smartest. And typically when people are not like very bright, I'm not like book smart or anything like that, but like a gift that you get from like from being like me is like you don't overthink things. You know, I see a lot of really smart people overthink, and when they're overthinking, they end up not doing it. Like really, really, really smart people are losing to dummies because they're overthinking it. And then you have someone that's just like, oh, I'll give it a shot. Like, we'll see, I'll learn on the fly. Those people, yes, they end up struggling to get everything going, but they're moving. Whereas someone, if they're super smart, they're like analyzing everything. They're like, well, I don't know if this is going to work because there's 25 businesses in my area and there's this, then there's that. And those people end up not making the move. Yeah, man, overthinking is, it's not good, man. And honestly, too, like one thing that's helped me too is like going to church and having faith and really understanding that like not in just your relationship with God do you have to have faith, right? Because it's not just, faith is something that you need. It's being able to operate and not know what's going to happen when you take that step forward, right? Especially if you're in the dark. You have to have faith that you're going to land in the right place. But like, I know way too many smart people that are just like, no, it doesn't make sense. And the analytics aren't there. So like, you just got to do it, man. I know like Nike, just do it. MR, what's up? The mosquito guy, what's up? Oh, what's up, man? Hello from Central Florida. I have a Luma Booth question. I have a Luma Booth answer. I got you. The mosquito guy's question. With 2 iPads, both sharing a Luma Booth subscription with all the events, will all the events sync to both iPads? No. So if you're running 2 different iPads, the photos taken on that iPad will only save to that iPad. You can't cross it. So if you're doing 2 events, whether they're the same or different, it's just to that iPad. When did you start your first business? Bro, you guys aren't going to believe me, but my first business started when I was 5 years old. No, I'm sorry. 8 years old. My first business when I was 8. Here was the hustle. The 99-cent store used to be a thing. And I would literally go to the 99-cent store and buy like 3 boxes of candy. Back in the day, dude, 99 cents was like $10 today, right? So I'd buy a bunch of boxes of candy and then I would just sell it. I'd stand in front of the bank and that was the hustle. But I was making, even back then, I was making like 80 bucks a day. Like no joke, just out there selling $1 a box of candy. And this is how it would go. I'd make my first trip. I'd bring like $4. Get what? How many boxes of candy? What's that? 4 times 3, 12 boxes. Sell the candy, walk back to the 99-cent store. And that's what we would do. In my friend group, I was just known as like the hustler, right? And we would do car washes too, where we would literally hand out flyers and people would come and do car washes. What else? Yeah, I was just hustling, man. All right, Lyft or LLY. That's not Lyft. LLYY. What do you think is the best side hustle to start off with while working a full-time job? I want to build your side hustle to wanting to build a side hustle to be the main income. Dude, I know I sound like a broken record. The photo booth business. If you have a 9 to 5, so if you have a 9 to 5, you can stay at your grind, right? Your 9 to 5. Most events take place for the photo boothers Saturday. Sometimes it's Friday night, but like if you get off at 5, or maybe from time to time you can see if you can come in a little early or leave a little bit early as well. But the photo booth business, you can look, dude. I don't think there's another business where you could literally be a full-time photo boother and also have a full-time job. I know so many people doing both. So to answer your question, the photo booth business, for sure. Second business maybe that you could start, I think vending is great because, you know, once you have your locations, you can go restock your machines at your convenience. And if you have the right location, there's some locations that have openings on Saturday where you can just literally all day on Saturday, you go to Costco or you go to Sam's Club, you get your inventory and you do the exchanges. Man, there's honestly no better feeling. Okay, how can I explain this? All right, I've done events where we've made over $3,000, right, for my photo booth business. But there's nothing more exciting than collecting from your vending machine. I don't know what it is, especially when it's those machines that we don't have the credit card readers on, where you show up and you're like, it's either gonna be a lot of money or a little bit of money. And then you just sit there, you open up the bill collector and then you look at the chain. It's just no better feeling, right? And you know, I don't know what it is, man. It's just something about being there and doing that. So photo booth business, vending is also good. Affiliate marketing, I think that's like an underrated thing. You can start making content on certain like industries or, you know, work with brands. I think that's great. But if I had to pick two, first, photo booth, second would be vending. Can you say happy birthday to my friend, bro? Not falling for that. Okay, do you take the media out while you're, I love this question. Okay, so we got Alex. Do you take out the media when you're not using the printer? Why or why not? I've heard people saying to take it out after every event while transporting, but I want your personal opinion on this. You should. You should be taking out the paper and the ribbon every single time. However, a lot of people don't do it, but like it's a good idea to do it because if you leave it in there, it can damage the printer. However, with that being said, there's some times where I don't, where I just want to get the heck out of the venue and I'm just rushing and I'm like, forget it. I'll risk the biscuit. But I have a bunch of printers. So I'm not in a position to where if a printer breaks, I'm screwed, right? And this is why I tell a lot of people, like, this is why you shouldn't finance your equipment. Because if you have to finance your equipment, you know what that says? That you don't have money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you need to go into debt to start a business, you most likely don't have the money for a rainy day, just in case the printer does break, right? So the answer should be yes, take it out, but I could probably say this with confidence, 90% of photo booth owners do not do it. They just leave it in there. What is the budget for the first side hustle you said? Photo booth business. It can be anywhere from $500, to be honest with you, if you're talking bare minimum, like DIY equipment, just not like very great equipment, but enough to get you going, all the way up to like, I'm not even gonna mention those companies charging 10 grand for equipment. I'll just base it off of the cheapest way in my business. That's all I can do. Either 500 or all the way up to like 4,500 if you're going with us. So if you don't have a lot of money, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this, but this is just the God's honest truth. You can go to Amazon, you can buy, I'll just show you now. I'm gonna open it up on my computer. You can buy a cheap ring light kit. You can buy an iPad mount, and then you can buy an iPad used on Facebook Marketplace for like 180 bucks. So let me pull this up here really quick. I'm showing you guys the first iPad booth I had. All right, we're gonna type in ring light kit. Let's see what pops up here. Perfect. This is the exact one. All right. So like on Amazon, this is an 18-inch ring light kit. Look, $87. This isn't beautiful. This isn't an elegant setup. Corporate companies are not going to like this, but if you want to just start off cheap, look at this. Ring light. And then there's a little hot shoe mount here that has an adapter. You're going to want to buy this, right? So that's the stand. Believe it or not, what I just showed you has the same purpose as this. stand, you have your source of light, and then a place to put your iPad. It's not durable. It's not reliable when it comes to like not falling over. But like if you're gonna be there at these events and you want to start off cheap, you can do that with a iPad. Why is it going down? Hold up. That's so funny. What is that called? An iPad mount for a ring light. This thing here is maybe like 10, 15 bucks. Yeah, I guess you can use this one. This one's kind of cheap, but you could, it'll work. So boom. This can hold the iPad and it sits in the middle of the ring light, right? You see just like that. Then you're gonna need your iPad. We're going value. 9th generation iPad. Let's go on Facebook Marketplace. I'm showing you guys the cheapest way to do this, right? So if you want to do backyard birthday parties, really low budget events, right? Where you could literally, if I had that set up, I'd be charging $150 or $175 for a couple hours for a digital event. You literally do it 2 times. You have pretty much majority of your money back. Okay, so Marketplace, let's see, 9th generation iPad. What do you guys think we're going to find it for? 9th gen iPad. 200 bucks. There's one here for 190. So, damn, how much is that? 190 plus 85 for the ring light. Yeah, you're going to be all in for like under 500 bucks. Not amazing, but again, like, what if you're not sure if this is the business for you, you know? And you know what's absolutely crazy? Like, there's not much of a difference when it comes to quality, when it comes from this setup and that setup. I'm probably the worst business person ever, right? I should not be showing you guys this because we do sell equipment, but I mean, the people that are willing to buy that setup are probably not my customers anyways. That's just how I think of it. But yeah, okay, let's see. And then the software, I forgot to mention that. Luma Booth, 18 bucks a month. You're good to go, right? You could do 2 events at like $200 and you're pretty much break even. But again, guys, this is not the same type of like reliability when it comes to like drop-offs. I would not recommend a drop-off with that setup. Okay. How long do you think it'll take to turn it full time? I can't answer that question. That's like asking 2 people, right, that are gonna start eating better and working out. Like one person can lose weight faster versus another person. It depends, right? And that's funny, right? I'm the fat boy talking about losing weight, but like it depends on you. I've seen people make their money back that bought photo booths from us. The record is a guy made his money back in like 10 days. Completely different, different than what some other people. There's been people we've sold photo booths to where it took them 1 year. But on average, if I had to say average, 2 months. If you hit the ground running and you're actually doing what you need to do to start your business and you focus on getting leads, it'll be quick. And that's what I love about the photo booth business is 2 months to make your investment back is insane. And I think the reason is because in the photo booth business is we make a lot of money in a small amount of time. 500 bucks, 600 bucks for a few hours of work is not bad. And if you can focus on squeezing 4 of those or 3 of those in one day, you can really then scale your business and make a bunch of money. So imagine this. Let's just say the goal is to get 3 photo booths and have 3 events at least every single weekend. Completely reasonable. 1,500 bucks at a $500 price point. That's $1,500 a week from 3 events. That's a $6,000 a month income. How is that not amazing? You guys don't understand. There's so many other businesses where you work your ass off and physically work your ass off where you're not making that type of money. One business I've done that I realized was like a lot more labor intensive was mobile car washing. I know I'm probably going to seem like super lazy here, but like I did it for maybe a few months and it's no joke, you know, making $100 every single time you do that and you do that 3 to 4 times a day. Like at the end of the day, you're like, damn, I'm kind of tired. My back kind of hurts from having to get down here and clean every single wheel. I would rather do 1 photo booth event versus having to wash 4 or 5 cars. Not to mention, you still got to drive to every single place if you're a mobile car washer, right? The photo booth business is the best. It's not physically demanding either. Yeah. The mosquito guy, I built my iPad photo booth for less than $800 and it looks amazing. 100%. You can definitely build your own booth and make it look nicer than that setup for sure. With $800, yeah, you can probably have a nice looking setup. Drew, 10th gen iPad will do landscape. I know that. I made mine back within 5 weeks, including 7 bookings. W in the chat. Look at that. I love that. What is the best way to get customers without paying for ads? LLYY. I'm going to just call you L. I don't mind answering these questions, but just know okay. Just remember, putting in the least when it comes to investing, and you put in what you get what you put into it. So I can answer this, but you're on the path to end up making the least amount of money. So I'll give you that answer. What is the best way to get customers without paying for ads? Networking is free, and that could actually end up being the most lucrative. Facebook groups, you can join Facebook groups, promote your business. Networking, right? I said that, but I'm going to say it again. Wedding planners, event planners, event coordinators, DJs, other photo booth companies. You can use Facebook Marketplace. You can use OfferUp. You can use Craigslist. And that would be it. You know, free ways to do it. Or you can do free events. Then take those free events. You get the phone numbers, the email addresses taken from those events, and then that can lead to paid. So if you're starting off, to me, this makes the most sense, is you have zero experience. You have your equipment, you know your software, you have enough confidence, you're ready to give it a go. Do as many free events as you can. You're gonna get experience. You're gonna be able to get content to film videos, photos, all of that. Then you use the data and you should end up with paid events. So what I love about the photo booth business is you can offer what you're going to be doing for free to promote your business, and then that should be enough to like skyrocket your business. I did 12 events for free when I started. That gave me about 34 bookings. And I mean, 12 is a lot, but like I'm not in here. I don't want to start another little hustle. Like I realized, you know, the best moves I made in my business were the ones that took a long time to see the benefits from. Like the networking, you know, having a good website with good Google SEO, having a ton of reviews. Like this is the stuff that took time, and I'm glad I did it. So like, if you're only focused on doing free, like the short-term stuff, the stuff that like most people aren't doing, like it's gonna be a tough ride for you. KC, got my booth last week. 1 trading card show led to another, 2 free events next weekend. Let's see how long it takes me to get the money back. W in the chat for KC. Love that. It's not a sprint, you guys. If you're thinking that this is a sprint, it's not. It's a marathon, you know? And I see it all the time. People starting this business only looking to spend the least amount of money, looking to only give it the least amount of time. When you give the least, you make the least. So I just want to be sure. I know I'm showing you guys how to do this stuff cheaply, but like invest. If you have an extra couple $100, like I'm telling you, Facebook and Instagram ads can take you guys a long way. So let me know if you guys have any questions, any comments. I'll be here for a little bit longer. But yeah, LLYY. When I say that, I'm talking to, there's someone here in the chat. So if you're watching this later, you're like, what is he saying? It's a good idea. It's a good idea to just do it first. Do it first before talking about like getting leads, and you're like 10 steps ahead. You're thinking about like leads and stuff, but like you should first get your equipment, learn the equipment, learn the software, do it for free. Before you even think about marketing, before you think about a cute little logo or anything, like understand and know that you have experience first. That's super important. I love that, Casey. That's awesome. Elle is saying, do you recommend any things before you start that you should learn? Do I recommend any things that you should learn? Understand first the type of equipment you're going to buy. This is something I see all the time. Someone will come like, oh, I want to get started. What's your favorite booth? I'm like, the iPad booth. And then they get the booth and then they're like, you know what? I'm actually a photographer and I'm not happy with these photos. And it's like, if your focus is only to provide good photos, like DSLR booth. But if your business goal is to have a simple, affordable, portable, but more importantly, a photo booth setup that you can drop off unattended, iPad, all the way. And for those photographers that are like, oh, like I am not happy with this quality, like, dude, it's a photo booth. It's, how can I explain this without like, most people are not like upset with the quality. Most people want to use a photo booth not because they want a headshot, not because they want a crispy, sharp image and freaking, you know, 4K resolution or whatever, like quality. People want the experience. They want to use the photo booth. They want to be able to see themselves. They want a template. They want to be able to text it, email it. I think there's a big misunderstanding that a lot of people have that like, they're like, oh, I only want the best, crispiest photo. And I'm not saying those customers don't exist. They do. There are customers out there that want that, but I'm speaking for the majority. Majority of the time, customers aren't asking, is this a DSLR? Like, no, they want like the other things that matter, you know? And my favorite thing about the iPad booth, you guys, is the drop-off, is the fact that I don't have to be there. Because, again, I've been doing this for a decade, and there's just this weekend. Okay, for example, this weekend, I have multiple events, right? And if I had a setup where I had to stay, I would not be able to scale my business. I would be stuck at a venue. Instead, I'm able to drop one booth off. I can go to the next one and drop it off. Then I can go to my last one and drop it off and have 3 events going on at the same time. And why is that important? Well, yes, I'm not making as much money as I would as if I was there, because if I'm going to stay there, I'm going to charge more for my time. But 3 events versus 1. I'm making more from those 3 if it was just 1 with an attendant. Basically 2.5 times more, right? But more importantly, I have 2.5 more, I get 2 more events out of my day, and that's gonna mean 3 times the amount of, hopefully this is making sense, more reviews, more leads coming, because like, right, if you just do 1 event, you only have 1 event versus leads, but now I'm doubling down when it comes to that. So like, again, let's talk about this, guy. Let's just talk about this. Bigger picture. If you're not doing the drop-off and you have 1 setup, right? If you only have 1 booth because you don't want to have an employees, in 1 year, you can 3 to 4x how many events you've done. And again, having 3 to 4 times the amount every single year, more reviews, more repeat customers, more fucking social media content. Like, I can't express this, you guys. It's like being able, how can I say this? Your business is going to be valued more too. And the more reviews you get, the more business you get, the more content you have to post, the better, right? And again, not all content is good content. I could talk about this all the time. The worst thing you can do for your photo booth business is like, I hate saying this, but there's a lot of people that will post content where they're just showing photos of their photo booth. Or like I hate to say that, guys, no one cares. It matters to you, and that's good. I'm glad it matters to you, but like, the best content to make is something that maybe someone that isn't even interested in a photo booth would like to watch. A day in the life of, hey, today I'm going to show you how we make a custom template for our events. So if you're ever considering how this gets done, let me show you. My wife is filming one of those videos right now, right? That's really important. But more importantly, like, showing yourself in your content is going to killing a few birds with 1 stone. 1, it helps create trust between you and your clients. So like, imagine having a photo booth company where you're not in the content. All of the stuff is just photos of the setup, photos of people using the booth. There will be some people hesitant to give you a non-refundable retainer because they like, I don't know this person. I don't know if they're being scammed. But like, when people can see you in the videos and they've seen enough to where they kind of like, okay, like this is the person I'm dealing with. It makes everything easier. So imagine, okay, anyone here that has bought in a photo booth from me, if you've purchased anything from me, think about it. Let's take a second to analyze this. Did you feel more comfortable doing business with me because you see me, you see these lives, you see the content, you see the videos, you trust me? I have people that, no joke, this isn't just for Photo Booth 101, it's for the rental business. There's people that want to give me their money. People that want to book our photo booths because they're like, yeah, we weren't planning on having one, but like I want you guys like involved in our party somehow. People love supporting people they like, people they know and they can trust. And that's like a big piece of advice is like, if you're going to be in your content, show your personality, man. I mean it. Show your personality, be yourself. You know, if you have an Instagram account for your business, you need to have at least one pinned post with the photo of you, not just like, you know, but like, bro, I'm saying this, like, look, take a photo like this. In the caption, you can put something like this. I can even do it on ChatGPT. You can put passion, period. This is the reason why we started this company, because we love providing photo booth service. Or if you have like a different play on your business, right? Like I have multiple rental companies. The most recent one we started was like 2 years ago. I started with my wife a few years ago, no longer than that. But anyways, on that page, the angle we play is husband and wife owned photo booth company. Bro, there's people that are booking us for their weddings that book us because they can relate to us. Yeah, I'm getting married. We want to work with you guys too, because I also run a business with my fiance, which is going to be my wife, or he's going to be my husband, right? And yeah, that's the angle we play, man. And for my other rental businesses, I have one that's mainly just geared towards corporate, and then I have my OG one that I started off over about 10 years ago, a decade ago. So like, yeah, man, it's really, really important, you guys, to just kind of understand that and put your brain in the lead's brain. So like switch bodies, right? Like imagine if you were looking for a photo booth. What would be some things that you would want to see on an Instagram account? The person I'm dealing with, example photos from the photo booth, a variety of events, but most importantly, if I'm on someone's Instagram, I want to make sure they're actually in business. Nothing worse than going to an Instagram account and seeing 3 posts. That means you're lazy. That means you're new. That means that you're just not taking it serious. So when you're starting off, load up the content. 3 swipes. You want to swipe once, you see content, it stops. Do it 2 more times, and then you still see content. Selfie booth, what's up? Selfie booth 805. We got Vibe Booths in the chat. My good friend Thomas, man. You guys go follow Vibe Booths. Thomas out of New York. Thomas is super OG to the iPad photo booth game. They also make photo booths as well. They sell photo booths. Vibe Booths. Let me make sure this thing's not falling over. Hold on, guys. That's not a fart, by the way. It's the chair. Watch. I know that sounded bad. All right, let me put the tripod here. KC, definitely purchased because of you. Paid extra to ship to Canada. Man. And it's not just from Photo Booth 101, guys. The same thing goes for your rental business, you know? It's very, very important to remember that, like, there's a reason people like doing business with small businesses, because they get to deal with people. So, Photo Booth 101. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Hi, comma. Who is this? Question mark. All right. Let's turn this down. Good to see you guys all here. What services do you provide at a corporate event? Photo booth services. We don't have certain services that are just available for corporate. So whatever corporate can get, someone, if they want it at their wedding, they can get. So it's a photo booth. L, what do you think is the best place to put your booth in? I'm not quite sure I understand your question. What are you asking me exactly? The best place to put my booth in? So corporate is tricky, right? Usually with corporate, I think the best question we can ask ourselves when you get a lead from a corporate company is like, what problem am I solving for them? Like, what is the purpose of me being here for them? So if you have a corporate event where it's a holiday party, damn, this tripod is like acting crazy. If you have an event that is a company holiday party, right, in December, what's the problem? Well, there's not like when I say problem, I mean, like, what is the reason? Like, what can you do? Like, what is the purpose, right? What's the purpose? So for a holiday party, usually they're bringing a photo booth as a part of the entertainment for their company party, where they're basically giving the kudos to the employees, employee appreciation, the employees bring their families. So like, what can you do to make that experience as best as possible, right? Versus if you're getting a corporate lead and they want you to bring the photo booth to a big expo, right? And it's a part of the branding, right? So now you can know, well, if that's the goal, then let me really pitch the customization for the photo booth. We can do logos on the photo booth. We can do the templates logo. We can even say, hey, we can also collect the data of the people there. A lot of corporate companies, we book a lot of them because like, I know like these companies really, really, really understand data, phone numbers and email addresses. So being able to, how can I express this? Being able to convey like, look, our photo booth isn't just a photo booth, but it also will collect phone numbers and email addresses. The corporate companies love that. Also, being able to have a disclaimer where everyone that uses the photo booth, that shares the booth, had to agree to the disclaimer. There's also survey mode, meaning you can add a survey to the photo booth experience. People use the photo booth, but before they share it, they have to answer some questions. There's a reason, guys, why there's companies saying, hey, take this 10-minute survey and we'll send you a $20 Amazon gift card. Bro, they're not burning money for no reason. They're doing it because that information is somehow gonna make them more money somewhere. So understand, your photo booth isn't just a photo booth, but if you really wanna get the most out of it, offer the most you can to that specific type of event, whether it's corporate or a wedding. And I always have that in my mind too. Like when I get a lead and they're like, hey, it's for our wedding. We're getting married next year. Perfect. So one thing I pitch is the drop-off. I'm married. I know what a wedding goes like. I've done plenty of weddings. So this is how I pitch it. I say, from my experience, the drop-off is perfect for a wedding because if you hire any other photo booth company and they charge you per hour, they're going to be showing up during your wedding, whether that is you doing your vows or it could be during a speech. But if you book our drop-off, we can come before the party starts and then pick up the booth after the party. You won't see us. And the brides go crazy when I mention this. And I say, like, look, the printer's going to make a ton of noise when you turn it on. If you hire someone with an inflatable tent, that thing's going to be making noise. Like, you won't see us. It's as if we never existed. And they absolutely love that. Thomas, we got TC the photographer, Brooklyn Boots in the house. That's crazy. We got 2 Thomases in the chat from New York. That's wild. I'm in the building, and I definitely purchased my glam booth from you because I feel like we're family because of the channel. My friend, we are family, bro. I love that, man. And I do want to say this, you guys, like, you know, I'm not motivated by money. I know my YouTube channel's Hustle with Drew, and I'm always talking about business. Like, how can I say this without brag? I'm going to just say it. I don't care. Whatever, if this sounds bad, I've made enough money to where I don't have to worry about rent. I don't have to worry about bills or anything. Like, bro, I sacrificed, man, my youth. I didn't go to prom. I didn't do all this stuff. I was working. I've been hustling. I've been living way below my means while making a lot of money. So like, I'm in a position now to where like, I just want to do things that give me like a purpose. And one thing I love about Photo Booth 101 is like, we are actually doing something here that matters. Supplying people with tools, giving them the guidance and showing them that they can be their own boss and they don't have to like live this life just warring paycheck to paycheck. So like, it's been a blessing from God, man, to be able to connect with you guys, to become friends with a lot of you guys. So like if I ever go to New York, you better, well, when I do, I might be going next year. You better believe, man, Thomas and I, me and both Thomases are going to be hanging out. And yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, you guys, to not have to operate in a place of just like money. Like, how am I going to make more money? Like, it's the biggest flex I have, man. And I mean it, dude. I've sacrificed a lot, and I recommend sacrificing to anybody. Like, you don't always have to be like, oh, I need to make more money. You can easily just look at your life, your finances, and say, well, look, I'm paying $2,500 in rent. Can I move back home with my parents? Maybe for 3 years. We grind it out. Well, how much money would you save if you get to go home for free? Like, bro, I have roommates. Like, you know, like I'm finally in 2 years, we're moving to North Carolina. Like, you know, we're buying our home outright. I'm not going to have a mortgage. We have our land. I have rental properties paid off. Like, bro, I'm telling you guys, start thinking long term. And the reason why I'm super hyper aware that we're going to all pass away one day is because like I've been close to death a few times. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to look out for the old version of you. Put the old version of you in a position to where you have investments, you have some real estate, whether it's paid off or something that has a good revenue where, you know, yeah, you can have a loan, but like something that makes sense. Like I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen quicker than you think. Bro, I'm 35 years old. It feels like I just blinked. I was just 18 years old yesterday. And here I am 35. I got 35 more years left to where I'm super old and not really able to do much. Like, I just want you guys to think like that too, man. And the whole purpose, what I do with my money is I invest all of it. I don't want to have any money in my accounts at all. I want, you know, my goal, I don't know what your guys' goals are. My goal is to play Monopoly in real life. My businesses fund the real estate stuff. Rent, you can always rely on rent. You know what I'm saying? KC, can you share your first lead into the corporate world? How did it come about? What is up with this tripod? Yeah. So the first corporate lead. Hold on. So like my first corporate event, probably almost 10 years ago, came about from me. How did I get that one? Yep. It was Facebook. I posted on Facebook. I was basically saying, hey, is anyone having any like company parties? I would love to bring a photo booth. And then my cousin referred me to a friend of hers, and I did that one there. And I've done their corporate parties for the last like 9 years. Except for like 2020, there was none. And then 2021, there was no company party, but like, yeah, that's it. It's just finding access to the people that you need to talk with. LinkedIn is a huge one. If I were to actively go search for corporate, I'd go LinkedIn and then literally send people messages that are working at the businesses I want to do those parties for. Having a website, we get a lot of our corporate companies actually looking for us, and it's usually through Google. Google is huge. Picket party events. Thank you to you and your wife for all that you do for everyone learning and growing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, great real world experience that transfers to different hustlers. What? Have you ever had any issues with the Haiti P525L or RX1HS during an event like ribbon ripping or anything else? I'll be honest, guys. No. I've had the ribbon I've had the ribbon rip before, but it wasn't like during the photo booth being used. It was during me like installing it. But like if you guys have issues with your printers and it's consistently, you probably have something wrong with your printer. And if you have paper jams and if you also have ribbon issues, it could be because you're not taking the paper or the ribbon out of your printer. That is, bro, what is up with this tripod? Hold on, guys. We're gonna switch this here. Here, we're just gonna go like this. Have you guys noticed, like during the live, it's like, it's literally going down. Okay. Let me just ban this person really quick. All right, hold on. Let me, putting you in timeout. See you later. All right. So, yeah, man, it's important to understand where your leads are. I know that sounds so simple, but like just reverse engineer it all. Like you have to just like, if you're like, man, I want to do weddings. Well, here's how you do. Put yourself in the body of the bride. The bride's going to be the one doing the booking, right? Let's just be honest here. If you guys are photo booth owners, you know women are typically the ones booking the booth, even in all scenarios, majority of the time. I would put my chips on that more than 90% of our customers are just women. So if I'm a bride and if I was looking for photo booths or looking for vendors, where would I be? Straight to the source. One way to do it would be going straight to the venue. You work with the venue because the venue works with the bride. The venue tells the bride, oh, we have a company we like, Drew's Photo Booth Company, if you're looking for a photo booth. Oh, I am. Boom, done. Another way to do it would be like a wedding expo, right? Do I recommend the expos? I mean, I think some of them are worth it, but more than majority of the time, no. But another way would be Facebook. I think Facebook and Instagram are one of the most underrated ways to get weddings. Because I don't run them anymore just because I honestly I'm not in a position to where we're really trying to get a bunch more bookings. But like Facebook and Instagram, you can create an ad where you target newly engaged people. You can literally have an ad just straight up. Your ads are only being shown to those that are newly engaged. And I know you guys all know this, but I'm going to say it again. What is one of the first things somebody does when they get engaged? Like when they jump on social media. They go straight to Facebook and then they put newly engaged as their relationship status. Why would you want to target a newly engaged person if you want to get into weddings? Well, think, if they're newly engaged, guess what's coming? A wedding. And if you want to do weddings, that's just one way to do it. This is Corbin. I'm interested in purchasing the Deluxe Duo photo booth. I believe I called you on Monday. I would like to send you an email with some details of what I'm looking for. Hi, period. Yes, here's my email, period. Man, I'm so excited. I'm going on vacation. We're going to Mexico City. We're going to leave on Monday, and I'll be gone for 8 days. So just if you guys are watching and you're Photo Booth 101 customers, I'm going to be basically impossible to get a hold of over the phone. And it's going to be like, if you have anything you need me for, you're going to have to email me and then wait 24 hours for a response. I'm excited. I haven't like been unavailable in probably 6 years of like, you know, being a business owner. I don't remember the last time where I was just like, I'm not going to have phone service and I'm only going to have like 30 minutes a day to email access. It's good, man. It's good to unwind, you know? Yeah, like even the last vacations I think I've taken, I've been like available, but not in Mexico. All right, guys, what do you guys want to chat about? What's a topic? Let's go. Let's throw some ideas here. We got 32 people in the chat, and Smitty is not one of them. Goodbye, Smitty. We can talk about whatever, man. Look, the photo booth business, you guys want to know the real reason? So, like, the real reason I stopped a lot of my other side hustles was because I had a lot of stuff going on. I was a photo booth rental business owner. I had my Amazon FBA store. I had I had just started making stuff on Etsy. I was doing a bunch of stuff. YouTube. I had the mobile car washing stuff for a minute, right? The main reason why I stopped everything else, and I have to give this dude his flowers, Josh Pather at Photo Booth International. I was having a conversation with him, and he was telling me, he goes like, you're doing too much. He was like, are you really, 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 really good at one thing? And I was just kind of like, not really. And he goes, it's because you're doing too much. Basically, that's what he said to me. So I sat down and I was like, I'm making a lot of money shooting videos for car companies, and I'm doing good, but like, I don't love this, So I was like, what do I love doing? And I was like, I love the photo booth stuff. I love going to the parties. I love doing that. So that's why I focused on that. And, it's completely true. If you actually do what you love, you don't really feel like you're like working a day in your life. And, man, I thank God that I took that dude's advice. So, DJ La Mafia, what's up, family? Rodolfo, appreciate you, family. John Smith, what's up? Jocelyn, Drew, do you give your family discounts when they want photo booth services? I do, but what's funny? I give my family like the most amazing discounts. And there's a lot of times where like not everyone in my family, but there's a few like cousins, I think, that like don't even want to pay the discount. So yeah, I offer them discount, but I'm a big believer that you shouldn't be offering it for free, because doing a free event for a family member is most likely not gonna get you many bookings. Can you imagine bringing your photo booth to your brother's birthday party and then everyone there's your family that already knows you own a photo booth? So like doing a free event for them can actually lose you money. Meaning if you agree to do an event for them, what happens if freaking Applebee's calls you and like, hey, we want a photo booth. Oh, I can't do it. We're unavailable, right? So yeah. And the only reason too why I actually charge, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. We're going to Mexico City, by the way, too. Mexico City. Chicano, you will have a great time in Mexico City. I challenge you to finish the torta cubana. Is that how you say that? Let me take a photo of this. All right, let me call Monta. She probably knows. My wife's the perfect person to travel with, man. She has an itinerary. We have like our plan is tripped out to the minute. Like we already know what we're gonna do. So let me call her and let me see if this is something that we can do. Squeeze in there. How many prints do you give per picture taken? A group of 4? Okay, yeah, I'll answer that right now.
Hello?
Baby, you're on speaker. I'm on live, and someone says that in Mexico City, he says, I challenge you to finish the torta cubana. Did you hear about that?
I don't think we eat. I mean, we eat a lot, but I don't know if we can finish a challenge.
I know. Okay. We're
Tell them to. Huh?
What happened?
I was gonna tell them to send the location.
Yeah, Chicano, send me the location. Okay, love you, babe.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Okay, so how many prints do you give per picture taken? A group of 4 took a picture and experienced 4 prints, but expected. I'm sorry. So 4 people took photo and they expected 4 prints, but they only got 2 prints and they were upset. Am I wrong for that? Well, here it is. DJ La Mafia already answered it. So this is how I run my business. We have competitive prices, right? My prices are really good, right? Good, affordable prices. So when it comes to us, we tell our clients, it is unlimited sessions, with each session getting 2 strips or 1 4x6, you guys. And I'll let the client know, if you want unlimited prints, it is an extra. It's extra for that. And we charge an additional $100 per hour for that. So like imagine being a food catering service and having unlimited food for anyone. Well, what happens if you get someone that wants 10 burgers? Are you going to have enough for everyone else? So you kind of have to like explain it like that. But if you're promoting unlimited prints, then you drop the ball. You effed up. You should be doing it. So like if if you do unlimited sessions with limited prints, this is what you got to do is you got to let them know like, hey, you can use the photo booth again, but we were booked for this 2 prints per. So you have to explain it like that. But if I booked you and you told me unlimited prints and then you limit my prints, I'm going to ask for a refund. I'd be pissed off. I'd be very, very upset. So communication is key. And again, make sure you have contracts in place to kill those assumptions. 312, are you going to save this live? This one I will save. I'm going to save this one for sure. Chicano, I will email you the information, several locations. Yes, sir. Eduardo, the best. Appreciate you, Eduardo. I don't know if that's for me or for someone else, but oh, I love it. Man, we've been live for 65 minutes. Should we keep the ball rolling? If we get 10 out of the 30 people to put the word roll, R-O-L-L, in the comments, we will continue the live, but that has to be done in 60 seconds. So if there's 10 people here, you want the live to continue, only put it one time too. So it's 1 comment per user. So we got 2. We got DJ La Mafia, Weber putting roll, Chicano putting roll. What is that? 3. We got Thomas, the photographer, Brooklyn, 4. 5. We got Aholics. We got Journey, Woman Tam, that's 6. Ike, 7. Martin, we got Rodolfo, that's 9. We got 30 seconds left. That's only 9. I only counted 9. Oh, 2, by the way, I'm going to respond to the comments to those that left a comment on my last video to get the Luma booth props. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys the email to use. All right, there we go. DT Lewis roll, KC roll. We got Stevie roll. Man, all right, perfect. I just wasn't sure. Sometimes I have a feeling that my channel gets a lot of like fake accounts. There's a lot of really weird stuff going on. Like people like, I don't even know what language it's in. Some of the, I don't know if you guys see it from time to time. It's just like weird comments. So I'm like, let me just make sure like there's actually people here that want the live to continue. So what can we talk about? What can we talk about? You know what? Let's talk more about making content. I can say with honesty, I feel like I've gotten really good at that. So I want to give you guys some ideas for some videos that will be useful in a few ways. So like, number 1, let's just talk about getting content at events. I'm a big believer in not overthinking things. There's a lot of people that feel like they need to get a professional camera, right? Like a 4K DSLR, and they need all of this stuff. Like, don't overthink it, right? Just use what you have, use what you know how to use. Here's some tips. Don't ask permission, just ask for forgiveness. Meaning, if you're shooting, just do it. Don't be worried if they're gonna notice you. And if someone tells you, hey, can you not record? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Just, we just try to get Instagram content, or just say, yeah, sorry. Most people using your photo booth won't even notice you filming. I mean, I've probably been told not to film, or like, oh, can you not? Maybe 2 times. And I film almost every event. Well, not almost. There's a lot of times where I don't have time for the drop-offs, but like, don't hesitate to get it. And also, don't be hesitant to get unique content where you have to get people to talk. So, Journey Woman with Tam, I love your lives and watching them later if I miss you live. All right, okay, for sure. Okay, I'll make sure I'll stop deleting the lives. I just thought it was cool to like only see the lives. For Tam and Steven, I got you. So, I'm talking about getting interviews with people that used your photo booth. So the next time you get a chance, if you're at an event and you notice there's someone that's using your photo booth over and over and over again, this is the perfect person to approach. Hey, my name's Drew. You could say, hey, thanks for using the booth. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Would it be okay if I filmed a little video with you just asking you what you thought about my business and like what we offer? Yeah, sure. Okay. Hey, Drew here. I'm here with John. John, we're at this event, you know, we have our photo booth set up and you're a guest here. And I've noticed that you've used the photo booth a bunch of times. I'm super excited that you're using it and you're looking to have a good time. Do you mind expressing to the people watching here, what do you like about it so much? Oh, I love the boomerang. I've never seen this. I can't believe I have the photos on my phone. This, that. John, what's the number one thing that you like about this? The thing that stands out the most? Oh, I can't believe it. It's actually the video. I've recorded a bunch of videos. He's going to hype up your business. John, would you recommend our photo booth to anyone else that's having a wedding like your best friend is here today? Yes, absolutely. This thing is worth it. Well, that's a good video. Another video idea for talking about getting interviews. And again, like you can get your phone, and if you're by yourself, you can buy a little tripod mount on for your phone. You could set up your phone, turn the selfie on, and you can see yourself, right? If it's loud, then maybe what you could do is handhold it and get it kind of close so you can hear it. But the person that hires you, imagine how much of a banger video it would be if the bride and the groom use your photo booth and you ask them for a quick little clip. And this is something I think you got to do delicately, because I've been married and the day of your wedding is so chaotic when you have like a ton of people wanting photos from you and it's nonstop. You don't even have time to eat or anything, but like, this is it. If they use the booth, obviously get that behind the scenes stuff, but just say like, hey guys, really quick, can I get a 30-second video with you? And have your phone ready, have it going. Yeah, perfect. Hey, I'm here with the bride and groom. They hired us to bring our photo booth here. How's the wedding going? Oh, absolutely great. So far, what do you think of the photo booth? I know you guys just used it. What are your thoughts? Oh my God, we loved it. This was a great decision. How easy was the process working with my business? How easy did we make it for you? You guys made it completely easy. I didn't have to ask questions. I was able to book without even speaking to you guys, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Last question here before I let you guys go. Do you recommend our photo booth to anyone else getting married, and why? Yes, I recommend it. You guys are the best, blah, 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 blah. So now, if you have that video, great for social media, but that is something that I put in my chamber, right? We know what I'm talking about, meaning I have a chamber, a bunch of chambers with ammunition that we're using when it comes to dealing with leads. So if I get someone that's interested for a photo booth, I ask, hey, what type of event? It's for my wedding. Awesome. This is the package I recommend. This is why. Here are 3 interviews that we got with people that we've done business with for their wedding. Here's John and Deborah. Last month, we did their wedding, and this is what they had to say about our business. They're going to lean towards you. If they know you've done weddings, they've seen happy brides and grooms in a video. This is the stuff that you have to do if you're not the cheapest priced. This is important. Let me say this again, guys. If you're going to be the cheapest, then be lazy. Don't get content. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be someone willing to book the cheapest. But if you want to have a higher rate, you need to give them a reason to book with you. Think about this. If I go out my door right now, let me show you guys this, because I'm a very visual person, so maybe this will help. If I have a restaurant right here, and then a similar restaurant right next to me, same food or similar food, if one's cheaper than the other, I'm probably gonna go cheaper. But if this one is more expensive, but gives me a reason to go there, I'm probably gonna go there. Damn, look how nostalgic this is. Welcome to Photo Booth 101, the networking event. Man, that was super cool. That was super, super cool. Hey, Vibe Booths, perfect. Thomas, Vibe Booths, Thomas. What do you think about maybe doing a meet? We should do a meet and greet, dude, in New York. Not like no. We should do a networking event, not a meet and greet. How cool would that be, man? Vibe Booths, Photo Booth 101 collab networking event. The one I did here at the store, we had almost like 40 people here. It was super cool. A lot of interesting stories and all of that. Okay, let me get to some of these comments here. Do you charge the same prices for company events? Yes. I don't charge people more just because they have more money. I'm not Robinhood, and to me, ethically, that's not right. Like, I don't know how people are okay with that. Like, why should a corporate company pay you more because they have more money? Like, isn't that wrong? Am I the only one here that that doesn't sit right with? Like, nah, to me, that's not cool. But again, everyone can do what they want with their business. I don't charge corporate more, but what I do is when I get a lead, I give them the price with all of the upgrades added to it and then a breakdown of what they're paying for. Versus if someone's getting a wedding, I'm like, here's the base price and here are the upgrade options. I know, but I know a lot of people doing that, man. I just, it doesn't sit right with me. Vibe booths, Drew, bro, a 360 booth literally fell on me from 7-foot high shelf yesterday. What? Damn. Thomas, are you good? 7 feet, that's huge. That's like a backdrop. Vibe booths, also my 360 booth remote control died at an event. I had to troubleshoot, quick thinking. I turned it into a manual booth and was swinging that arm like a damn wheel of fortune. Dude, I think, you know what makes a good business owner a good business owner is not like your IQ. It is your, I think what ultimately makes the best business owner is somebody that's good at like dealing with problems when they arrive. And I love that, man. Oh, I know so many people that would have just given up. My remote doesn't work, and they would have just freaked out and been like, oh, I guess that's it. But like, I love that. Shout out to Vibe Booths. Ike is saying, also, do you factor in the number of people that are going to be at an event when setting a price? Not for setting a price, but if there's a lot of people. So if I get a lead, hey, we're going to have 100 people here. Perfect. We can do one photo booth. But if they tell me it's 1,000, I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 photo booths. Just because one booth to service 100 people, and if they're getting my print price for 2 hours, I'll tell them, like, there's no way we're going to have 1,000 people use a photo booth. Also, it's going to be a hazard if the line is super long. So then we'll just recommend more booths, but not like more of a price, right? Vibe Booths, networking event, let's do it, and we can podcast in my studio. Hell yeah. Okay, so Thomas, May 26th or something, I'm actually going to West Virginia for well, they're my friends now, but they were customers first, people that bought some booths from us. They're getting married. So I'm going to their wedding in May. And then I'm also going to go to North Carolina because our house is being built. But maybe like around the end of May, we can plan that, man. Let's talk. Thomas, let's talk on Facebook. I'm down. Vibe Booths, I have been working on my rental site. I noticed a lot of people are not listing their prices and using Honeybook form and booking to ask basic questions. I found this pattern on 5 of the top PB rental companies I researched. So what are you saying that they're, yeah, okay. Okay, Tom, I want to know what you guys think. I am all for posting my prices, but like my whole pitch for my business is we have really cheap, affordable prices. So I feel like if you guys have good prices, you should post them. Also, if you want to be in a position to where you can get bookings, deposits paid, and all of that done without you being there, like you have to post your prices. There's no way you guys can run a business where people give you money, like they fill out booking forms and they pay the retainer without knowing your prices. But like if you're going to be very expensive on the high end, then I understand why your prices aren't posted because, you want to be able to close the deal and answer questions because you have such a high rate. So if you're a good salesman and you're good at closing deals, then yeah, if you want to work with us, send us a form. But for me, I like today. I woke up in the morning with a booking, literally a booking form. I don't have this email here. A booking form and a deposit paid. I didn't speak to this person. They just went to my website, most likely from Instagram. I think it was an Instagram because on our forums it says, how did you hear about this? hear about us, but it went from Instagram, they went to the website, they filled out a form, they paid the deposit, and now we have a booking. To me, that's the best thing. Vibe Booth says the 360 booth that fell on him from 7 feet. Yeah, I got lucky. It ripped my sweater. It hit my knee. I'm lucky it didn't get me in the head. Bro, that's wild, man. Journeywoman Tam, depends if corporate are doing to require more hours for designing back and forth and other things. Yeah, but like, come on, let's just be honest though. How much more are we really going to charge for back and forth? Like, I don't know, man. I mean, look, this is what I'm saying. That's fine if it requires more time, but I'm talking about it not okay. I'm talking about it being unethical if you are charging someone that is having a graduation party providing the same service that you would for a corporate company. If nothing else is changing, it's the same. I don't think that's right. But again, that's just me. That's just me. You know, I don't know. That's me. Javon is saying, hey, been on the grind with the business and trying to get more leads. Let's go, Javon. Love that. Vibes Booth. That's true. If you have a good price, you should post them. The people who charge a lot do not post prices because they want to sell the experience, which is so true. And on the phone before they get the price compared to others. Exactly, dude. That's exactly it. Yeah, you have your odds of closing a $2,000 rental is a lot higher if you have a chance to talk to them on the phone. And honestly, the people that are very good at closing deals are the photo booth owners that do not have their prices posted, because they're usually the ones showing them the value and giving them a reason to understand why their prices are going to be a lot more than just someone down the street that is like undervaluing themselves. Vibe Booths, yes, exactly. You nailed it. Do you run your own SEO? Bro, I don't. Nope. I don't know much about SEO. I had a Google SEO team for our rental pages, and it worked. I hired an SEO team for Photo Booth 101, and they completely messed it up. But yeah, as of now, I'm not really doing any SEO work. For our rental companies, we don't really have to do it, to be honest. I know this is a flex, but like we have enough bookings. And to be honest with you, a little bit too much. Now that like Photo Booth 101 has really taken off and this is like taking a lot of my time, I kind of don't have the time to do like 10 events like we used to in a day. Now I'm just trying to keep it like maybe, I don't want to do more than 3 drop-offs. Yeah, so I'm trying to do less, to be honest with you. And I'm not turning bookings down. It's just I'm handing out the jobs to my Photo Booth 101 fam. Like I have like a handful of people that we just give the work to. Yeah. Joey Franks, lighting tips / tricks for iPad booths. Just got an iPad 2024 Air to go with my Mobi booth and wasn't super impressed with the quality, even with the ring light. All right, Joey, question for you, Joey. How far is your iPad photo booth from the subjects? Like, if you can just keep it in your head when you're doing your test, like how many feet is it away? And let me know here. And also, I highly recommend extra lighting. So like this little bad boy here, it's like a Godox something is always good. But with iPad booths, if you want the best quality photos, add more light and also do manual camera settings. That's the rule. But the main rule is 5 feet. You don't want your iPad booth further than 5 feet away, because think about this, guys. Look, this isn't a flash. This light is only so effective. Watch here. Look, I am right in front of this. You see how well lit I am? Look what happens as I move back. Big difference. You see what I'm saying? So the light is only effective if you're in the right distance. DJ La Mafia, keep me in mind when you need someone in San Diego. To be honest with you guys, I only give out events to people that have our booths. And it's not because it's like, hey, a benefit of buying a booth is I'm going to give you jobs. It's because I want the events I'm giving, I'm keeping the clients. And I want them to show up with the photo booth that we already have. So there's no confusion. If I give the job to DJ La Mafia, he doesn't have my photo booth, they're going to be like, hey, this isn't the same setup as last time. Or if it's a new client, then when I come for the second event that they hire me for, it's like, what is this? Stevie, do you have a mirror booth? What do you think about them? I don't like the mirror booths. They're too big. They're too bulky. And bro, I saw someone just today on a Facebook group. Help! I cracked my mirror. It's cracked. Like, can you imagine how much of a pain in the ass that thing's gonna be to fix? Bro, imagine if Thomas had a mirror booth and they had a mirror booth fall on him from 7 feet. No, but here's my real opinion. The mirror booths, I don't like them because I don't want to have to rely on someone to help me load it into my van or a truck. I like portable. I like that my deluxe booth fits in a nice portable case that has 4 wheels. I don't need a forklift. I don't need anything humongous. I don't need help. I like the drop off. I like the simplicity. The mirror booths are nice. They're elegant. But to me, like, the only way I would get one is if I was like guaranteed to make $2,000 to $3,000 every event. So I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. But that's my own opinion. I know plenty of people that have them, but to me, they're just so damn big and it's just not worth the hassle. Vibe booths, love it. Javon, I'm trying to get those backdrops behind you. You uncharge them. Wait, what? I uncharge them? Javon, what do you mean? What does uncharged mean? Yeah, we have them on the website. What do you mean by uncharged? Like a car? Like when I hear charging, I'm already thinking like, are we talking about like a car or iPad? Uncharged. Let's see. Let me know when you're in Chicago. I'd love to chat with you and thank you for all the info. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. No, man, it's on the website. So, Javon, go to Photo Booth 101. Oh, he meant, what do you charge? Got you. What do we charge? So, I meant uncharge for events. Okay. Well, do you want to know the prices? Upcharge. Oh, what do you upcharge? Okay, great question. Okay. $100. So if we bring these backdrops, we're making $100. So it's $3.99 to buy the stand and the backdrop. And think about it like this. You use it 4 times, you made your money back. What I love about these backdrops is they don't really look that great in the live. Every single customer that gets them, I'm always getting messages. Wow, this thing's beautiful. Oh my God, in person, it's amazing. I can't believe how big it is. Like, they look so small in your videos. But that's because I'm 6'3". And even then, like, really in reality, like a 7.5 backdrop's a lot taller than me. So I'm making $100. If a customer is picking it up from us, which we do a lot. Well, let me backtrack. Let me give you context there. So our backdrops are so nice. We often get people that want to rent the backdrops alone. So I unknowingly have another side hustle. We do backdrop rentals. So we'll do a quinceañera. At the quinceañera, we'll get like a few leads every single time. Hey, like, can we rent your backdrop? We already hired a photo booth for my daughter's quince, but we like your backdrop. Or we hired them and they didn't include a backdrop. So yeah, 100%. $100, they come to us, we give it to them. And if a client is doing a photo booth pickup, like where they're picking up the photo booth, we actually discount the rental from 100 to 75. Do you do 5x7 or 8x8? No, these are only 7.5 by 7.5. Yeah, trust me, guys, it's the perfect height. I don't know why anyone would want a 10-foot backdrop. Like, I just don't get it. If you have a 10-foot backdrop, is your camera gonna be pointed up? Like, bro, who the heck is 8 foot tall? So, like, I think 7.5 is the perfect size. 7.5 by 7.5. I used to carry 8x8s. But there was a few times where we did an event at a venue that had low ceilings and the ceilings were 8 feet. But over time, that 8-foot ceiling drops 1/4 of an inch. and then you can't provide the service. So let me just show you guys. Look, boom, 7.5 by 7.5. I'm 6'3". Dude, I almost did something super zesty right now. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was about to grab the chair. Okay, thanks for your response on the follow-up on the mirror. Our customers are requesting them a lot. Barely ever. Sometimes, but not a lot. Because this is my 2 cents here. A mirror booth is cool and all of that, but I don't market the tool. I market the results. Some of you may not understand what I'm saying, right? So let me give you an example here. I'm like super excited to announce this, but I have a potential lead for a photo booth trading card event at a professional stadium. And it's not the Clippers, but this is a perfect example. I'm not going to be telling everyone, hey, we have an actual trading photo booth that's going to make a legit trading card. I'm just promoting the outcome. We're not like over here promoting the tool, right? I'm not like, hey, it's an iPad booth connected to a high-T printer or this and that. Most people just want to see the results. Like, what am I actually getting, right? Like, they're not concerned on the process. They just want to know the results. And not many people are being like, oh, we want the mirror booth. But some do. But, like, not enough to where I think it would be worth buying one. Can you imagine what will happen if you have a ginormous mirror booth and you typically need 2 people at least to load it up? What if you have to go solo? Good luck. Even the small ones are freaking heavy. Have you ever had someone as tall as the backdrop at an event? No. But here's the thing, even if I get someone that's tall, I'm not aiming my photo booth for them. It's easier for someone tall to go down than someone down to go up. Flash dance scene. You can market the iPad booth as a mirror booth because it has a mirror faceplate. Yeah, it's like a Temu version. Javon, hey, I was thinking of doing that sports card thing and getting in with sports team. How would you approach offering it? It's new, it's trendy. That right now I think is one of the biggest selling points. And it's actually something cool, like unique. It's different. You can market it to them in a few ways. Like, hey, like you could do like for the users, or if you guys have like a VIP thing, right? Like, hey, like some teams have like, if you're using it for the team. Oh, hold on, guys. Hey, comma, yes, I'm here. Period. What time do you want to come? Question mark. But like, damn, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, you could just market it as a cool, trendy thing. Also, it's like a really cool, like unique experience. That's what it really is. Are you using the DSLR for the trading cards? No, nope. You guys, I'm being honest. I think the best photo booth to use for that, in my opinion, is the handheld booth. There's a little handle here. You could use the backside if you have extra lighting, but I like this being portable because the trading card experience is one person, right? And if you have like an iPad booth, all day you're gonna be doing this. So look, this is what you're gonna be doing all damn day. All right, perfect, right? It's a kid. Well, the next person comes as a huge adult. You're gonna have to go here. You're gonna have to make sure framing is good. I like the handheld because I can start the process and then I can just hold it like that. Stevie, you're welcome. Go DJ, use the new backdrop this weekend. The pictures turned out great. I love it, man. One of the biggest supporters ever. You guys make sure to go follow my friend, Go DJ. One of the busiest DJs out in SoCal. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Booths, Drew never met anyone taller than himself. Dude, you know what's funny, man? At the Photo Booth Expo, I think I probably met maybe like 50 or 60 people there, and that like watched the videos. It was a ton of people. I think like 15 times I heard, man, I didn't think you were this tall. And then like, I'm always reminded, I'm like, yeah, I probably don't look tall because your boy Drew's a thick one. I'm thick. Look at me. 360 pounds. I'm big. So typically when you're like thick, you don't look as tall. Whereas like if you look at some of these NBA players, a lot of them are like really, really skinny. And like if you're skinny, you look taller. Vi Booths, you were talking about how unique and marketing the user or VIP in some teams. Oh, yeah. So like, okay. The trading card experience is a tough one because if you do, let's just say you want to end up at a big sports team to do that, and it's open to everyone, here's an issue. The process to make one of these trading cards, where's that? Let me grab it again. Where did I put it? Okay, I got another one. Anyways. This is not a quick thing. You can even argue that this can take you up to 3.5 minutes to do. If you have one and there's, let's just say 15,000 people going to a game, you are effed. You can only, let's just do the math here, right? You're gonna need a bunch of them. I'm an hour away. I can be done there around 6:30-ish. What do I gotta ship out today? Is it urgent? Hold on. Backdrop, yeah, that's fine. Yes, not a problem, period. But I do need to be out of here by 7 p.m. The problem here with doing this trading card experience with a lot of people is you're not gonna be able to do enough. So let's just say 3 minutes, right? Let's just be nice. And typically for these games, there's usually people coming upwards 2 hours, let's just say maybe even 3 hours, right, to do it. So we're gonna go 3 times 60, because that's a minute. If you're lucky, you can squeeze out 180 of these, times 3. 540 people. That's a problem. There's gonna be thousands and thousands of people there. So like if you do the trading card experience, you're gonna need a bunch of them, for sure. So that's why I'm saying like if you're gonna approach it, maybe try to get into one of their smaller events. You know, like maybe they have like a season ticket holder night where there's maybe 1,000 people. That's more manageable, you know. Or if you're gonna provide the service, maybe just be aware of that. I don't want no problems. Didn't know they had those. Yep. But yeah, the DSLR booth, you could use like a handheld DSLR booth as well. But like, I don't know about you guys, man. I'm a big believer in trying to use what I already have before investing in something where I could have tested it with stuff I have already. So like, yes, these are not like real trading cards. I get it, dude. Whatever. But like, if I'm a fan, this is cool. I'm super geeked on the idea, right? So my mind's open to buying like a real card making photo booth, but like I want to make sure I can make some money with this first, you know? Gonna be a long time. Yeah, it's gonna be a humongous line. So like that's why with the Clippers, like I'm like in my videos when I'm pitching to them, I'm telling them like we can have 20 of these, and we can. I mean, I have access to that. We can do 50 booths or 100 booths. So like I want to promote the trading card experience to them, and I also want to pitch to them the idea of a photo booth night where they're promoting like, hey, tonight's photo booth night, you know, come an hour early, whatever. We're going to have a bunch of different photo booths. We can have a 360 booth. We can have a trading card booth. We can have a bunch of digital photo booths. We can have some print booths. We can have a DSLR booth where our glam booth. We can do a green screen photo booth where it could literally be, imagine this, if it's a basketball team, you can have like the roster of players. Then we can green screen the person that's using the photo booth to take a photo like they're actually on the team. How freaking cool is that? Is there a way to add their name to each card fast? Yeah. It's through survey mode. They have to, so through Luma Booth, you can actually use survey mode to where it says, hey, what's your name? And they type their name and then it goes straight there. You can even do the signature too. If you want to make like a, you know how like some sports cards are like, hey, this is the rare edition, and then it's a signature, you can add that too. George, what's up, George? Cool. All right, my friends, I think that's going to wrap it up for this live. I just want to say thank you to everyone tuning in. And just want to remind you, you know, the most important thing in my life is my relationship with God. And I'm a big believer in talking about this. It's the most important thing in my life. If you guys are struggling with anything in your life that you feel like you just can't take it, or you're close and you just want to give up, if you want to find peace and you want to feel what true love feels like, I'm telling you, give your life to Christ. It is one thing that I can actually say is the reason I have anything in my life, man. The people I know, the relationships, you got to first of all understand that we have a God that the biggest thing is the love, to being able to forgive. And I don't know, I like talking about hacks and living life and doing things that feel like a cheat code. To me, there's no bigger cheat code. There's no bigger cheat code than having a relationship with God. Everything in life is easier. I don't stress out about anything. All of my worldly problems or anything that maybe that's going to cause me stress, it doesn't. The only thing that really matters is am I a good person? Am I Christ-like? And I don't know about you guys, but I try to treat every single person I deal with as if they were Jesus personally. That way, you know, I don't know, man. It's just important, you know. So if you're struggling, if you can't find peace, you know, there's a big mistake that people say God won't give you more than you can handle. And I'm a big believer that this is something people believe in, right? How many times have you heard that? God won't give you more than you can handle. It's actually the opposite. God will give you more than you can handle so you can let him handle it for you. And if that's not a hack, I don't know. So, you know, for me, we could talk about it. I'll be vulnerable here. I've had a lot of things in my life that was hard. And a lot of times where I felt like giving up, and the relationship with God is important, you know. I was at a point in life, I didn't want to be alive. I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel that I was good enough, you know. And yeah, so if you guys feel like you need peace and you feel like you just, life is tough, and look for God. He'll find you. He's waiting for you. So, all right, let me get to some of these comments here before we end the live. Vibe booths, you can do a hoop on the backdrop where the output photo appears as if they slam dunk. I love that. I love that idea. That's awesome. Pick a party. Thank you, and God. May God bless you. Appreciate you, friend. KB Photo Booths finally made a channel for my business. It's always, I always watch on my personal account. I was actually just watching Hans's video earlier on Honeybook. Thankful for all the info. I love that. Guys, go follow KB Photo Booths. Javon, God bless. God bless you. I'll see you on TikTok in a bit. You already know that's exactly where I'm going in a few minutes. George, good to see you, George. Amen. I appreciate you guys. Really quick, if I may, just, dear Father in heaven, just thank you for today. I'm not here praying to ask for anything, just to say thank you. Thank you for this beautiful place you've created. Thank you for allowing us to live this life, to have the choice of free will, and just to be able to enjoy the blessings. And if I do have to ask for anything, Lord, if there's anyone here watching that is suffering, or anyone that needs a blessing, Lord, you've been more than grateful, and I've been more than grateful. But I just ask that whatever blessings you have coming my way, if there's a possibility to redirect that to anyone here that is watching that may need something, that is struggling here, Lord. But I just want to say thank you for this life. Thank you for this day. I know not every day is promised, and may you just continue to live through me, and for me to be on the right path. So, Lord, thank you for your blessings. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys all here. And yeah, I do mean it, man. This yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to talk about faith sometimes, and it shouldn't be. But I know there's a lot of people that need to sometimes just be reminded of the type of God that we have. And just look outside, man. Let me just show you guys. Like, look how perfect this is. Let me just remind you guys. Look, every little thing here is created, right? And like, I don't like. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. I promise you. I used to be a believe in science type of guy that like it's impossible, like believing in something you can't see, which and I used to believe that like the Big Bang Theory was the thing, and it was the reason why we're here. There's no purpose. This is all a simulation. But like, everything is too perfect, and everything, you look at the design of everything, like it is apparent that there is a creator, and there's no way that we can be on a ball spinning on Earth, a ball spinning 800 miles per hour. And like all of this stuff, you think about it, it's just like, it's just too perfect to just not have a creator. And the last thing I am going to say, I promise. The biggest problem with me becoming Christian and accepting God is I was looking at God, and I was like, if God's real, why does all of this bad stuff happen? Like, why did my mom kill herself when I was 15? Oh, I gotta be careful here, guys. I cannot say this stuff online. I'm gonna get flagged. Why did she unalive herself, right? Why wasn't my dad around when I was a kid? Why did my grandpa have to die? All of this stuff, right? Like, or like, why is this person sick that I know? Like, angry, and just kind of like, if he's real, then why would he allow this stuff to happen? And one thing I've learned from a good friend of mine, a mentor of mine, not just in business, but like a mentor in just life and about God and religion, is that God is a father. The most important, that's why you say, like, that's when we pray, we say, dear Father, like a father, right? And he reminded me, he goes, when you were a child, there were things that like you looked at the people that were in charge of you, right? Like most of you guys have parents. There was things they would tell you to do that you just didn't understand why. Hey, go brush your teeth. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't get it. Why do I have to do that? So it's the same thing when it comes to God. It's like things happen and you may not agree with it. You may not understand why, but there's a reason why it happens. And it may sound bad, but like we just don't understand the ways. That's just, I had to realize that, like, look, I'm never going to understand why these things happen. And also too, it's like not everything is always like, we have free will. That's like the main thing too that took me a long time to realize. Was like, I don't know, man. It's tough, man. Hopefully this makes sense to anyone that's watching. It's like you just have to have faith that your father has a plan for you, and they want, like, everything is like needs to happen this way. You don't always have to have the answers. And as humans, we always try to find the answers, And it's the same thing with business. A lot of business owners or entrepreneurs, like, some people are just so smart that like it's actually a hindrance. And having faith is sometimes looked at as a dumb quality, right? Like low IQ thing to have faith, but like if you put two people head to head, one really bright person with the high IQ that is analytical, very to the science to it, and you put someone else that has faith, that runs off of faith, this person's going to get a lot further in business because they're not going to be questioning everything. They're going to have action. People that have faith live off of like that. And if this person over here that's smart, overthinking everything, it's not going to get done because they're like, well, there's so many people in this market, or there's this reason, or there's that reason, or maybe I should wait to do it because this is going to happen. Where if this person is running off of faith, it's let me do it and let's just see where we land. And the faith person is always going to win. So, all right, that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And if you guys made it to the end of the live, if you're watching this at a later time, or if you guys want to put it right here, put Jesus in the chat. One time for Jesus, guys. One time for Jesus. Luke is saying, can you say hi, DJ Luke? Hi, DJ Luke. What's up? KB Photo Booths, you are definitely walking and you're calling. He is using you in many ways. Trying. It's tough, man. It's tough because I don't feel comfortable talking about things I'm not an expert in. And I don't think I'm an expert when it comes to the Bible and being a Christian. I'll just remind you guys, I've only 3.5 years. So it's not like I've been a Christian my whole life. I'm actually the opposite, you know? So, you know, and again, I need to have faith in what we're doing, and I don't always have to have the answers. And that's what I'm learning, you know? Perfect. Perfect. Love you guys. God bless. And I'll see you guys. What's today? Wednesday? Maybe tomorrow. I'll try to go live tomorrow, but if not, by Friday, I promise. Take care, guys.